The country of Georgia serves as an investment operation hub of Gazelle Finance. Georgia is strategically located on the Black Sea and is positioned as a gateway for trade and commerce between Europe and Asia. 2017, Gazelle Finance entered the market with a two-country impact investment fund, Gazelle Fund I, targeting Georgia and Armenia. Georgia and Armenia are part of Eastern Partnership Program. This program is an early-stage initiative to promote trade and political integration with the European Union. Gazelle Finance is led by 4 partners, including 2 women, averaging over 2 decades of work experience in the region. Natya Janalidze, Chief Operating Officer and Chief Investment Officer for Georgia, has over 20 years of experience in the financial sector of the country.
End of 2015, I joined Gazelle Finance as a partner and the CIO for Georgia. The year before, we launched our first fund, and it was because I believed in the business case and the mission. It was clear to me that there was an untapped market opportunity targeting high-growth SMEs using the private equity, venture capital, partnering, value-add approach to investing. Team is very important. No matter how good is your business model, you cannot be successful if you do not have right people in place. We have highly experienced and motivated team members.
Miranda Herkulidze, Chief Financial Officer for Gazelle Finance, has over 20 years of experience in the finance sector in Georgia.
I think what makes Gazelle Finance especially effective is that it onshored its investment operations, which makes the company highly localized and nimble, more adaptive, and responsive to its customers' needs. We take a very systematic approach to structuring our investments, which allows us to cost-efficiently do a higher volume of deals, while at the same time managing a portfolio which is much larger than an industry norm is.
For us, the most important is the entrepreneur himself, his vision and strategy on how to develop the company. Gazelle Finance has been very successful since its launch. Within 3 years of investment period, we financed more than 25 companies and have 5 exits. That is an outstanding achievement for the fund. Gazelle Finance offers 2 commercial products to its customers, which is income participation loan and equity. What is unique about Gazelle Finance? It's patient capital, self-liquidating equity product, and flexible repayment schedules.
Gazelle Finance's first equity investment in Georgia is in the leading engineering procurement and construction contractor specializing in marine infrastructure projects, Prime Concrete. In 2019, the company won a major bid to be the general contractor for the construction of the Pace Terminal expansion project for Poti Port.
Actually, we were participating first time in the big international tenders with the big players. And the Gazelle, it was our backup here, which convinced our clients actually that for this kind of critical infrastructure, as a Georgian company with a strong US-funded organization can be a good choice for them. So they made the right decision.
Gazelle Finance forms partnership with its portfolio companies. In the case of Prime Concrete, for example, the focus was not only to build local capacity, but also to develop international partnership to catalyze know-how transfer. In their winning bid for the Pace Terminal expansion project, Prime Concrete developed a real competitive advantage by partnering with 2 of the leading port design and construction firms in the world, the Dutch companies Royal Haskonen and Vantec.
And when we have practical differences, what we are expected, we always try to solve it together with Royal Haskonen and our own engineering.
Gazelle Finance is an impact investment fund. Its fiduciary responsibility to its investors includes to target and track not only the financial performance of its investees, but also the socio-economic development metrics, such as employment and regional and rural development.
As a result of Gazelle Finance's support, the company is working on one of the most important projects for the country of Georgia, building a brand new terminal for Pace Group in Poti Port. It is estimated that the project will create up to 500 permanent local jobs and will support the Samegrelo Zemosvaneti regional development strategy. In addition, Gazelle has helped implement an advanced ERP system which has improved the internal business processes and overall business performance of the company.
Quasi-equity instruments of Gazelle Finance are highly attractive to our portfolio companies as they provide them with patient capital which allows them to grow their business and share in the upside success while mitigating some downside risks via exiting through cash flows and securing some collateral including share pledge and guarantees.
Բանկերը պահանջում էին 100-150% գրավային ապահովություն, որը մեզ նման երիտասարդ ընկերությունը չէր կարող տրամադրել։ Gazelle Finance-ը ապահովեց աճի համար անհրաժեշտ կապիտալը մեր բիզնեսը արագորեն զարգացնելու համար, չնայած գրավադեման համար սահմանափակ գույքի։
My family has established the Apaga Resort back in 2003 and we are developing the project for already 17 years, and in one period of time we came to the point when we needed to do everything much faster with getting a bit more investments in one period of time. And thanks for Gazelle Finance for believing in that idea and helping us to make that dream come true.
The exciting thing about Gazelle Finance is that we're able to bring our investment products to frontier markets like the countries of Georgia and Armenia in the South Caucasus, strategically located at the crossroads of East and West on the Black Sea. And we can help companies like Nuts GE, which is a very important company to this region because it's one of the few companies that's generating hard currency revenues from exports.
ამჟამად ჩვენ საწარმოში დასაქმებული არის 37 ადამიანი. აქედან პროცენტულად ქალბატონები წარმოადგენს 75%-15% და ძირითადად დასაქმებული არის ადგილობრივი მოსახლეობა.
Many of the countries of the former Soviet Union are experiencing a generational shift. Seniori, which has one of the largest contiguous vineyards holding in Napareuli region of Kakheti, is now being led by two brothers under the age of 35. Georgi and Nodar are the next generation of leaders in their family. They're rapidly scaling up production and generating much-needed hard currency from an increasing share of export sales.
ჩვენმა ოჯახმა 90-იან წლების ბოლოს დაიწყო მევენახეობა. გაშენდა 100 ჰექტრამდე ვენახი 2000 წლებში. ეხლა ჩვენ ვართ მეორე თაობა ამ ოჯახის, ვაგრძელებთ მევენახეობას. დადგა დრო თანამედროვე ტექნოლოგიები დაგვენერგა ჩვენ ქარხანაში, რაშიც Gazelle Finance დაგვეხმარა. უკვე დაინერგა ახალი ტექნოლოგიები ჩვენ ქარხანაში. ასევე ვაპირებთ წლის ბოლომდე ახალი ვენახების გაშენებას.
Gazelle Finance approaches the environmental, social, and governance due diligence process as an opportunity to provide additional value to its portfolio companies.
Pesvebi, a private K-12 school in Tbilisi, Georgia, is managed and owned 100% by Minana Grujishvili, and 90% of the employees at the school are females. Several areas of improvements were identified during the due diligence phase of the investment. These engagements accelerated enrollment rates by improving the quality and standards of education and helped the company to introduce a new interactive learning system. Gazelle Finance places a high level of importance in our origination processes to source women-owned or managed businesses, which we believe enhances the overall performance of the portfolio.
In March of 2020, the COVID pandemic resulted in the governments of Georgia and Armenia closing down large portions of their economies.
Thanks to a well-diversified portfolio, Gazelle turned to be quite resilient in the face of COVID crisis.
Most Mieri, which is a boutique wine hotel, as well as an exporter of wine, is a great example of our strategy in Georgia. This is a company that's generating extremely important hard currency revenues from the export of wine as well as tourism. And we're also having tremendous impact outside the capital in an area called Tel Aviv, Chacheti, which is famous for wine production. So we have a real strong impact on employment and value-add jobs.
This year, when Mosmiri, and not only Mosmiri, but the whole industry was hard hit by the virus, by COVID-19, we were fortunately enough to receive technical support from Gazelle Fund, and this helped us to cover the salaries of our staff and to cover also the operating expenses.
Another portfolio company that was negatively impacted by COVID-19 was Degusto, the leading local fast casual restaurant chain in Georgia. However, with a strong financial and technical partner like Gazelle Finance, Degusto has the resources and support to survive the pandemic and ensure that its workers continue to have employment.
თებერვლის თვეში უკვე დაიწყო პანდემია, რამაც გამოიწვია პარალიზება რეალურად ამ სექტორის. ჩვენ მივმართეთ Gazelle Finance როგორც პარტნიორს და როგორც ინვესტორს და მათი სახსრებით მოვახდინეთ, ასე ვთქვათ, ყველა იმ ვალდებულების დაფარვა და ოპერირების განახლება პანდემიის დაწყებიდან 3 თვის თავზე. რეალურად 15 ივნისს ჩვენ უკვე ყველა ობიექტი უკლებლივ გახსნილი გქონდა და 15 ივნისიდან ნელ-ნელა ოპერირებდა.
I think what's so exciting about the country of Georgia is emblematic in this grape, the Saperavi grape, which for the last 100 years has been shut out to the most of this world. With the collapse of the Soviet Union, Georgia has opened up. We're sitting in the Sanavardo vineyards here, and they are making fabulous wine. And these grapes, right, gorgeous grapes, are going east and west to China, Europe, and the West. We are at the center of the Silk Road, a trading route that's been going on for so long, but yet it's been closed. And now it's open. And I think what's so exciting for Gazelle Finance is that we are on the ground here, investing in small companies. And we're able to get these products now to the market, going east and west, all because this place has opened up. It's really an exciting time to be investing in Georgia.
Gazelle Finance is excited about the opportunities to expand its business regionally. It will launch its second fund, Gazelle Finance Eastern Partnership Growth Fund II, towards the end of 2021, expanding to another Eastern Partnership country, Ukraine. Leveraging the strategic location of Georgia as a hub for its investment operations, the company sees additional regional expansion opportunities in both Central Asia and Eastern Europe.